And welcome back to Tyler, Texas, Mike Carter Field. Game 3 of the triple header today. Coach Wren is out there talking to Coach Todd Shelton as the teams have gotten ready to play, and we're just a few minutes from first pitch. Panola Ponies took care of business in the middle game. Do you remember what the final of that game was? 12-3? Okay, 12-3 was the score of the middle game. Panola taking the win over Arkansas Baptist. And so the Ponies come in on a 2-game winning streak. They are now 2-2 on the year. And they are led by 12th-year head coach Todd Shelton. And we'll go through their lineup momentarily. I did catch up with the skipper from the Tyler Junior College Apaches. And let's hear what Coach Wren had to say a few minutes ago as we waited for this game prior to end here. Let's see if I can find this. And we'll pull this up. Batting fifth and catching, number 11, Mikey Shroud. Batting sixth in DH. Let's hear Coach Wren's comments right now. All right, we got Coach Wren, and we're getting ready to play split doubleheader day at the ballpark. You played early and had a chance to grab a burger or a dog, and now it's time to play game 2. Let's talk about game 1. Dalen gave you a really nice start. 5 complete innings, 6 strikeouts. Now, I was impressed. He did not walk a batter. Talk about his outing.
Yeah, it was good. He worked a little quicker than he did last week. Something we really wanted him to work on was just kind of his
right.
pace and keeps the defense in it, and he did a good job of that, and threw strikes and just kind of kept hanging up some zeros on the board. So it was good to see our offense kind of got off to a good start and kind of gave us a little bit of a cushion and kind of settle in. So definitely a good outing by Dalen, and his outing last week wasn't bad either. But I just thought he made some adjustments this week that were good to see.
Well, the offense got it going early like they did in the game yesterday, so I think, like you said, that relaxed your dugout a little bit. Johnson scores a couple of runs in the top of your lineup, and Davis continues to produce for you a couple RBIs. And, Hines hits the home run, and old Miguel really caught a couple of balls really well. Offense is, starting to find its rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, it is. I mean, at this time of the year, offense is always a little bit behind, just trying to get some timing and seeing live pitching and just kind of getting to see, just some more arms day in and day out. But, it was good to see those guys. Those are 4 core guys that we need to do well for us to have a chance of winning. But, I think we only had 5 or 6 hits, but we made a bunch of loud outs. We had a lot of really good barrel, deep parts of the field, and so it was good to see just some really good quality at bats. We worked a few walks, stole a couple bases, manufactured a run there in the third, and so it was good. It was a good first, first game of the day, and hopefully we'll build on that tonight.
Well, you got a different type of opponent here in Panola. What are you expecting here in the nightcap, and who's going to get the ball?
Yeah, well, Todd always does a good job. He's typically got a pretty good team, and they play well. They're pretty fundamental, and so I expect it to be a pretty competitive game and be a good test for us after the weekend we had last weekend, and then being able to come back the way we have this week so far, going 2-0 on the weekend, and it'd be nice to get back to 500 after tonight.
Right. Who is going to get the starting nod on the mound today?
Well, another freshman, Nick Sestito. Okay. And Nick, this will be his first outing of the spring, and so he had some tenderness kind of come back from the breaks. We decided to just be a little more careful in getting him ready to go, and so kind of shut him down last week, give him a few extra days, and so
tested by fire, man, ready to get quality opponent.
For sure. He should be able to hopefully give us a few good innings. I don't expect his outing to be very deep, but the good thing about this weekend is we haven't used a whole lot of bullpen, and so we should have the whole bullpen available to kind of come in behind him, and with it being a 7-inning ball game, we shouldn't have a problem. So,
well, I think we officially have a streak. You won 2 in a row, so let's see if we can get 3.
That sounds good. Sounds good to me.
All right, big thank you to Coach Wren as we sat there before this one's starting, and we are getting ready to start this ball game. Let's go through the lineups. First for the Panola Ponies, they're 2-2 on the year. They're led by 12th-year head coach Todd Shelton. They're also led by former Apache Grant Friel. He'll be coaching first base for the Ponies. And leading off for the Ponies is the shortstop Josh Bartolacci. Batting second, this left fielder, Cameron Pradia. Batting third, right fielder, Matt Absher. Batting cleanup, the DH, Easton Parrish. Batting fifth, third baseman, Grayson Coltarp. Batting sixth, Rafael LeBlanc, the first baseman. The second baseman is Mateo Beltran. Batting eighth is the center fielder, Cameron Stansberry. Batting ninth for the Ponies from Panola College, Ryan Snell, the catcher. On the mound for Panola, Trey Lindsay, right-handed sophomore from Beckville. Defensively for the Apaches, they are now 2-3 on the year. And out in the left field, Heath Hood will get the nod. Jacob Johnson back in center field. Alec Williams will get to start back-to-back games. He'll play right. Dalton Davis at third. Tyler Linweber will play short. Ren Reynolds at second. Robert Hines at first. Mike Schrabb back behind the plate here for game 2. And Nick Sestito is on the mound, the right-handed freshman from Frisco, Texas. 6'4", 205, out of Wakeland High School in Frisco. Nick Sestito. Sestito. I'll get it before too long. And we are just moments from first pitch. Sestito on the mound. Going to go from the windup. No sleeves here. It's starting to get a little chilly. The clouds are moving in. And we are underway. Strike called at 5:02. So we were guessing 5 o'clock start. We were pretty close. 63 degrees at game time. Partly cloudy skies. East-southeasterly at 10 miles an hour. It's going to blow in from left. A 1 pitch well off the plate. And it's 1-1. Panola took the middle game by a score of, 12-3. And so both these clubs come in with a 2-game win streak. The 1-1. Fly ball, left field, pretty well hit. Hood's got room out there, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. So that was Josh Bartolacci flying out to left field. Here's Cameron Pradia, the left fielder. He'll step in from the left side. So Bartolacci, the first out of the ball game. He's the shortstop. Here's Pradia, the left fielder. Sestito, first pitch off the plate, ball 1. Panola wearing their all grays today with the dark green trim and lettering. Got the dark green ball caps. Apache's still in their gold tops with the white pants. 2 balls and no strikes. Apache's took a 5-0 win in the first game of this triple header today over Arkansas Baptist. That pitch gets away from Schrabb at home plate, and it's 3-0. Well, the temperature is about what it was when we finished the first game, but definitely has a chillier feel to it as the clouds have rolled in a bit. Called a strike, and Pradia had thrown his bat over toward the Pony dugout as if to take ball 4, but Absher had to go pick it up and flip it back to him. So 3-1, 1 away and nobody out, just starting here at Mike Carter. Foul tip, and it's now a full count on the Pony left fielder. .63 degrees, 28% humidity. Sestito, the windup just off the plate, and there is ball 4. Well, he just did something that Dalen Farmer did not do. Farmer did not walk a batter in 5 innings in game 1. Pretty solid outing for the sophomore from the Woodlands. Got his first win of the year. And that will bring up the right fielder, Matt Absher. First pitch, outside corner, strike 1. Panola is in Carthage, Texas, and Carthage is about 59 miles from Tyler. Hour and 15 or so, due east. The 0-1 off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Used to be in the conference with Panola way back in the day. The Apaches did from 93 until 02 for about 10 years. That was back in the Division I era. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Made many trips to Carthage, and Ponies have played plenty of ball here at Mike Carter over the years. We'll play a home and home with Panola beyond this weekend. The ball's in the dirt. You heard Coach Wren in the pregame interview before the first game today talk about this was originally a 3-game series with Arkansas Baptist, but Panola lost some games, and Coach Shelton and Coach Wren having a relationship, and Todd called Coach Wren up, and they worked Panola into the equation on the Saturday game. They had a single game yesterday in which they won at Panola against Champion College. Ground ball to short, could be 2, 6, 4, 3, double play. Nicely done. That would be Lynn Weber to Reynolds to Hines. And just like that, the base runner's erased. Sestito has faced the minimum, albeit via the walk and double play. But the Ponies get a 0 in the top of the first. As far as we understand, this is a 7-inning ball game. And so let's walk you through the Tyler lineup as Coach Wren changed things up just a bit. Not much from game 1, but he's got a new catcher. Mike Schrabb is going to catch. So let's walk through the lineup that Coach Wren has put down for the Apaches. They are now 2-3 on the year, and they have won 2 consecutive ball games over the Arkansas Baptist Buffaloes. 14-1 yesterday, and a 5-0 win earlier this afternoon. Here's the lineup Coach Wren has put down on his lineup card. Leading off in center field is Jacob Johnson. Batting second, the third baseman, Dalton Davis. Batting third, left fielder Heath Hood. Batting cleanup, first baseman Robert Hines. Batting fifth, the catcher Mike Schrabb. Batting sixth, designated hitter Miguel Vega. Batting seventh, the second baseman Ren Reynolds. Batting eighth, the shortstop Tyler Linweber. And batting ninth, right fielder Alec Williams. Johnson, Davis, Hood, Hines, Schrabb, Vega, Reynolds, Linweber, and Williams. Defensively for the Ponies, Cameron Pradia in left, Cameron Stansberry in center, Matt Absher in right field, Grayson Coltarp at short, Grayson Coltarp at third, Josh Bartolacci at shortstop, Mateo Beltran at second, Rafael LeBlanc at first, Ryan Snell behind the plate, and on the mound, 6'2 and 170, right-handed sophomore from Beckville, Trey Lindsay. First pitch was in there, strike one. And this is Jacob Johnson for the first time against the Ponies. And he takes strike two. Jacob Johnson in the opener walked twice, scored 2 runs, and struck out 0 for 1 in the opener today. Ground ball right side, tough play. This is Beltran, and he'll throw over to and that was the pitcher Lindsay covering for the 4-1. Nice play there by Mateo Beltran, and good job covering the bag by Trey Lindsay. You teach your pitchers anytime the ball goes to your left glove side there, you just take off running towards first base. And good reaction there by Lindsay. 1 away. First pitch called a strike. It's 0-1 to Dalton Davis. Davis a couple RBIs in the opener today. Sac fly and a single to right. Also lined out to center, so swinging it well is Dalton Davis. No balls and 2 strikes. Lindsay doing a good job so far, getting ahead of the hitters. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, nobody aboard. Just getting started here, bottom of the first. And that's going to miss inside just by a hair. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and there's your first hit. There goes the no-hitter. Base hit by Dalton Davis. He continues to swing a hot bat. And here's Heath Hood. Heath Hood in the opener today, 0 for 2. He did get a walk. Flew out to center, grounded out to short. So Hood looking for his first hit of the day. Davis at first with 1 away. Lindsay with the stretch, just outside, ball 1. Lindsay looks to be someone who wants to keep the pace of play moving right along, which is fine with us. Comes set. The 1-0. Pop up on the hit and run. Runner will have to retreat back to first. Shallow right field, and Beltran goes out there and makes the play. He had a long way to run. Kind of ran a circle route there. That'll go F4. He had to go into shallow right field. As that ball probably got pushed back toward the first baseline a little bit with that wind coming in from left field. So you got 2 away now. Here's Robert Hines. Hines homered in the opener today, a solo shot in the first inning. He was 1 for 3 in the 5-0 victory over the Arkansas Baptist Buffaloes. And again now, Trey Lindsay works ahead of the hitters. No balls and 1 strike. Off the plate. Panola, part of the Region 14 East Division I conference here. Includes Navarro, Northeast Texas, Paris, Panola, and Angelina, I think, is the only other team in that conference. The Apaches will play at least 2 of those schools. Play Panola, and they'll play Angelina this year in the regular season. 1-1 pitch. Pop up right field. This should end the inning. Absher coming in from right field, and now it's going to be Beltran, but Absher calls him off at the last minute for the final out. That goes F9. Almost had a collision out there. And it's a scoreless first inning. We'll go to inning number 2. Still scoreless. Back in just a minute. You're watching Tyler Baseball on ApacheAthletics.com. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. We're at Christus Tree Mother Francis Mike Carter Field. Dr. John Groth with you as we go to the second inning. Left-handed batting DH. Easton Parrish will lead it off for the Ponies. First pitch is in there, strike one. The Ponies 2-2 on the year. Their first ball game was against Baton Rouge Community College. They lost 9-4. They played Sanjak and lost 14-1. So they opened the season at 0-2. They won yesterday at home. Actually, not at home. Sterlington, Louisiana is where they played versus Champion College. And then they won the opener or their first game today, 12-3 over Arkansas Baptist. So 2-2 on the year for the Ponies. As Parrish fouls that one off, the count's 1-2. After the game today, the next game for the Ponies will be at Hines College in Mississippi on Friday next week. So they've got a doubleheader. And then the next day they actually play Coastal Bend. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So first strikeout of the ball game for Sestito. And there's one away here in the second inning. Here's Grayson Coltarp, the third baseman for Panola. First at bat of the day. Breaking pitch over the heart of the plate, strike one. Sestito likes to start with those hands right in front of his chin. Going from the windup. Another good breaking pitch. And it's quickly 0-2 on Grayson Coltarp. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike three called, froze him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Nick Sestito.
Now batting number 38, Raphael LeBlanc.
Here's Raphael LeBlanc now, first baseman. And he'll step in from the left side as well. The third left-handed batter so far in the lineup for Coach Shelton in his 12th season as head coach of the Panola Ponies. They went 39-16 last year, finished second in the conference. 20-10 in conference play. Got a young team, 18 freshmen on this roster. The pitch misses off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away and nobody on. Sestito has struck out the first 2 batters here in the second inning. Ball's popped up left side. Should be an easy play for Heath Hood in left field. Makes the grab. And it's a 1-2-3 second inning. F7 if you're scoring at the house. We'll go to the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless. Stay with us. Back in just a minute. Bottom of the second inning, 5, 6, and 7 for the Tyler Apaches. Mike Schrabb will lead it off. Going to get the nod behind the plate for Coach Wren. Shrab played in yesterday's ball game against Arkansas Baptist. 3 RBIs and a home run to left field. A couple of sac flies and a walk. Quite a day. 1 for 1 with 3 RBI. Ground ball. And this is Beltran on the run and makes the play for out number 1. Shrab is out, and here's Miguel Vega. And Vega had a nice game in the opener today. A double in his first at-bat, a triple in his second at-bat, grounded out to short in his third at-bat. 2 for 3 on the day for Miguel in the 5-0 win over the Buffaloes from Arkansas Baptist. First pitch in there, strike 1. Well, if you're wondering how Coastal Bend is doing this year, they are now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. They lost today against Odessa. Swing and a miss. Actually hosting a tournament down in Beeville. Beat Murray State 13-3 on Thursday. They won yesterday against Western Oklahoma State College. And today have lost to Odessa. So 4-2 on the year for the Cougars from Coastal Bend. That's the other Region 14 team that the Apaches will have to contend with for the regional title. And don't have games with the Cougars for quite a while. April 9th, 10th, 11th here in Tyler. So got a ways to go before those games come. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the big fella, Miguel Vega. Came close to taking one out of here the opposite way earlier today. Here's the pitch. And he fouls that one off. And count will stay 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ren Reynolds on deck for the Apaches. The pitch. Ground ball to short. This is Bartolacci. Throws across. Got him. 2 up, 2 down. A couple of infield ground balls for Trey Lindsay. And here is Ren Reynolds, the second baseman. And Reynolds in the opener today, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. First pitch swing, and he fouls it down the first base line. Foul. Apache's in that first base dugout, and the Ponies in that third base dugout here by Carter. Not a lot of foul territory at the ballpark. 325 down the lines, 361 in the gaps, 370 straight away, 18-foot high wall all the way around the ballpark. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got the artificial surface here for the last 3 years. It's year 4. Little tapper. This is a tough play. Coltart. Now it's going to be the pitcher. Grayson. Oh, that was close. The pitcher, Trey Lindsay, took it away from third baseman Grayson Coltart and threw high. I thought he got down before the runner got there, and Coach Shelton's going to go out and ask him about this call. I thought he was out. I thought that guy came down before Reynolds got there, and that's going to be the question that Todd Shelton has, and the call will stand with 2 outs now. Reynolds at first. I don't know. We're going to give him a hit on that? Give him an error. Okay. E1. So Reynolds at first with 2 away. Here's Tyler Linweber, the shortstop. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Linweber in game 1 today, 0 for 3. Reached on an error, popped up to short, and struck out swinging. Well, with 2 outs, you'd think you might turn old Forrest Gump loose over there. We'll have to see what Coach Wren wants to do with 2 outs. Pretty good lead. Panola's thinking the same thing. Quick move by Trey Lindsay. Reynolds with a pretty good lead. Both feet on the green part of the turf. There he goes. Throw down to second, and he's out. So that'll end the inning. It's going to go 2-6 on the, or I guess 2-4 actually, I think, on the caught stealing. That'll end the inning. And we'll go to the third inning. We're still scoreless. Stay with us. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, evidently we're going to go a little different approach on the mound here. Nick Sestito is done for the day. And the new pitcher is Ben Wilson, right-handed freshman out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, 6', 200. And this is probably his first outing, huh? Yeah, first outing of the year for Ben. He'll take over 7, 8, 9. Second baseman Mateo Beltran leads it off. First pitch missed. It's ball one. Going from the windup. Good breaking pitch just off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. So we may have a little bit more of a Johnny Holstaff approach here in game 2. Dayton Farmer, 5 solid innings in the start in the opener today for the Apaches. And it was Duke Jordan for a couple of innings to finish that one. 2 balls and a strike now to Beltran. And base hit up the middle. Pretty good piece of hitting right there. Beltran got his hands through nicely on the inside pitch. And there goes the no-hitter. So both teams with 1 hit. Nobody scored yet. Here's Cameron Stansberry, the center fielder. First pitch caught the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Next pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Next pitch, breaking pitch, hung it up in the zone. Stansberry fouled it off. Beltran with the lead at first base. Leadoff single. Nobody out. The pitch. And that one misses high. Another breaking pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. From the set position, the pitch. That misses high. 2-2. Okay. I was wrong that last pitch. It's now 2-2. Nobody out, one runner aboard. Time's called. Coach Rubenthal has seen something he doesn't like. He's going to go out and have a little chat with the freshman from Tennessee, Ben Wilson. He saw something, and he wanted to communicate with Ben Wilson. He went out and had a quick chat with him, and he'll be back in the dugout, and we're back at baseball. Two-two, runner at first with nobody out. We're still scoreless, top of 3. Scheduled 7-inning ball game. There goes the runner. You throw down, and boy, right on the money, and what a great throw from Mike Schrabb. Ren Reynolds just had to wait on that ball, and that ball was right there. So nicely done. Caught stealing. Both teams have tried to steal second and been thrown out. And I guess was it strike 3? Okay, so we struck. Was it swinging or looking? Yeah, so it's a backwards K. I missed that one. Third strikeout of the game for Apache pitching. First strikeout for Ben Wilson. And strike him out, throw him out, double play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ryan Snell, the catcher. He'll step in from the left side. Outside corner, 1-2. Wilson doing a nice job, keeping the pace of play going. Strike 3, called back-to-back strikeouts, end the inning. And after the single by Beltran, a caught stealing and 2 strikeouts. And just like that, the top of the third is history. We go to the bottom half, we're still scoreless. Welcome back to Tyler. 8-9-1 for the Apaches. This is Tyler Linweber. First time to face Trey Lindsay. Line shot down the third base line. Nice play by Coltarp. He'll throw across. Nicely done there by the Panola defense. Ball was sharply hit by Linweber. And Coltarp had to dive to his right. Made the play. Got up, made a strong throw for out number 1. Here's the 9-hitter, Alec Williams. Williams still looking for his first hit of the day. And that's called a strike. Trey Lindsay Started the inning with 28 pitches, 17 strikes. He's working ahead of these patchy hitters. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody aboard. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The pitch. Fly ball, right field. And coming in to make the grab on the run is Matt Absher for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the lineup now, Jacob Johnson for the 2nd time in the ball game. Rounded out to the 2nd baseman, Beltran, his first time up. Kind of in the 4-hole as Trey Lindsay had to run over and cover the bag. First pitch to Johnson, in there for a strike. 0-1. Trey Lindsay, the sophomore from Beckville, swing and a miss. And it's 0-2 on the Apache center fielder, Jacob Johnson. Lindsay 6'2", 170. The right-hander delivers. Line shot through the hole. Base hit for Johnson. So Johnson aboard with 2 outs. And that will bring up Dalton Davis. Well hit ball by Jacob Johnson. That's his first hit of the day. He scored a couple runs in game 1, but reached by the walk in the opener. Davis steps in. He singled to center field his first time up, 1 for 1. Ground ball to short. This should do it. Bartolacci will flip it over to Beltran, and that's it. 6-4 if you're scoring at the house. And we'll head to the 4th inning. We're still scoreless at Mike Carter Field here in Tyler, Texas. Back to the top of the lineup for the Ponies here in inning number 4. Playing 7 here. And I want to put the kibosh on things, but we are zooming. 37 minutes for 3 innings. First pitch misses, ball 1. Bartolacci flew out to left field his first time up. 1-0 pitch, just off the plate, not by much. No runs by either squad. Panola with 1 hit, the Apaches with 2. Foul ball at home plate. Take the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. The pitch misses inside. Bartolacci 1 pitch away from getting the freebie. Wind up in the pitch from Ben Wilson. Ground ball to short. And this is Lindweber. He'll throw across. And there's 1 away.
Now batting number 7, Cameron Pradio.
Left fielder Cameron Pradia steps in. He walked his first time up. Steps in from the left side. Panola 1, 2, 3, 4 lefties in their starting 9. Pradia in the 2-hole. Parrish in the 4-hole. LeBlanc in the 6th, and then Snell in the 9. First pitch missed, and it's 1-0. Wilson from the windup. Just misses. Here's the 2-0. He's going to miss. Here's the 3-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike, 3-1. Pradia walked in the first inning. Panola has had 2 base runners, a walk and a single, and there's another walk. So Pradia with 2 walks in the ball game.
Now to bat, number 11.
And with 1 away and 1 aboard, here's Matt Absher. Absher into a ground ball double play his last time up, 6-4 to 3. And Wilson would love to have that happen again. He's going to go from the stretch. The pitch off the plate, ball 1. From the stretch. The next pitch is in there, called a strike. Called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away and 1 aboard. On the top of the 4th inning of a scoreless tie. Ben Wilson in his 2nd inning of work. He'll snap a pickoff over to Hines at first base. Time's called now. Wilson taking a little longer between pitches there. Here's the pitch off the plate. Even up 2-2. Next pitch is off the plate, and we've gone all the way to full now, 3-2. 1 out. Might see the runner move here. Got the left fielder Pradia at first base. And Coach Rupenthal thinking that same thing. Had the pickoff on. Just in case he was leaning. Got maybe a little bit bigger lead. Not going. Called strike 3. And Absher had taken about a half a hop step toward first base.
Number 19, Easton Parrish.
Not a big fan of that. Let the umpire make the call. Mr. Umpire, sometimes, every once in a while I get an umpire that just, because a ball player will take a step toward the bag and they'll call him out. That was a borderline call for sure. Little tapper, and nice job by Wilson to snag it. And that's your inning. So nice job by Ben Wilson. He had to jump up to get that one. And it's another 0 on the board. Shutout through 4 innings for the Apache pitching staff. We'll see if they can score in their half of the 4th when we return. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. We're at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Mike Carter Field. Bottom of 4. 3, 4, and 5 for the Apaches. Hood, Hines, and Schrapp scheduled to hit. Face that sophomore Trey Lindsey. Lindsey has fallen behind 2-0. He's worked ahead of most of the hitters. Started the inning with 36 pitches, 24 strikes. From the windup, the 2-0. Drops a breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate. 2-1. Now the Apaches will return to action Wednesday here at Mike Carter. Doubleheader against the Mountain View Lions. And the weather report's not very favorable for baseball this week at all. A lot of rain in the forecast. We'll see if we can pull that up real quick on the 5-day forecast. Swing and a foul tip. We'll stay at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So you got a 50% chance of rain on Monday, high of 57. Tuesday, 90% chance of rain, high of 52. And then Wednesday, a 60% chance of rain, high of 51. So, boy, it's been a repeating pattern the last 2-3 weeks. Is cold and wet and rainy during the week and nice on the weekends. We've been able to get some ball in on the weekends, but we got a midweeker this week. Ground ball to third. This is Coltarp. Throws across and safe. Pulled him off the bag. So Heath Hood will reach on an errant throw by the third baseman. That's got to be an error by third baseman Grayson Coltarp. So E5 will put Hood aboard. And here's Robert Hines for the second time. And now Todd Shelton is asking the home plate umpire something about, I don't know, about that call. I think he might have asked if it didn't look like he came off the bag from here. I'll tell you that. So the first base umpire was very demonstrative with his call. I thought he held it with his foot, but my eyes aren't as good as they used to be anyway. So, and we are probably couple of 100 feet from that play. He was right on top of it. So 1 ball, no strikes to Robert Hines. Flew out to right field his first time up. 0 for 1. Next pitch in there for a strike. Panola, no runs on 1 hit. Tyler, no runs on 2 hits. We're in the bottom of inning number 4. Pretty good pitching and defense matchup so far. This is Lindsey on the mound for the Ponies. Line shot, left field, fair ball into the corner. And Hines going to go into second base. The runner will be held at third. And Robert Hines pounded that ball. 2B7 in my book. Hood to third, second and third, nobody out for the Apaches. Here's Mike Schrabb. Schrabb grounded out to second base his first time up today. 3 RBIs yesterday, a couple of sac flies and a homer. So you got a hot hitter at the plate, 2 runners in scoring position in a scoreless tie. We're in the bottom of the 4th, nobody out. Trey Lindsey going from the windup. Well hit into the corner and right. That is trouble. It falls in. 2 runs are going to come home. Here's the throw. It's not going to be there in time. It's 2-0 Apaches on the RBI single by Mike Schrabb. Good piece of hitting by Schrabb. The ball was low and away, and he took it exactly where it was pitched. So Hood scores and Hines scores. And the Apaches draw first blood here in the bottom of the 4th, 2-0. And here is another hot hitter, Miguel Vega. Grounded out to short his first time up. Vega had a couple of extra base hits in the opener early today. Double and a triple, both to right center. Still have a slight breeze. East-southeasterly blowing in from left. Fouled off to the right side. Out of play into the bleachers. Actually over the bleachers. if my eyes are good enough. It looks like McRae Weist. McRae Weist was down there tossing in the bullpen. Two balls, one strike, nobody out. Schrabb at first after the 2 RBI single down the right field line. Ground ball, foul, third base side, and Zach Gartner, he made the play. Good for him. Threw it into the dugout, and someone kicked it around. 2-2 on Miguel Vega. Trey Lindsay, the sophomore from Beckville, delivers. That ball's drilled to right center. Nobody there. Same spot he hit the double and the triple earlier. It's going to go to the warning track. Vega at second. Runners will be held. Another extra base hit for the big fella, Miguel Vega. Boy, he has worn out that right center gap today.
Now batting number 9.
The Apaches again, second and third, no one out. And here's Ren Reynolds. Well, that's going to bring a visit from old Grant Friel. Former Apache pitcher is going to make a trip to the mound and have a chat with his starting pitcher, Trey Lindsay. You do have a right-hander tossing for Panola in their bullpen. And I don't know if my eyes are good enough to see 33, but it kind of looks like 33. Josiah Castro would be 33. We need to get some binoculars up here. You got some? I thought you had them up here earlier, didn't you, last week? Well, when it gets dark, they got the green numerals. I think that's 33, and if it is, it would be Josiah Castro warming up for Panola. 2-0 Tyler, bottom of 4, and they're threatening again. Not a bad scenario here to lay down a push bunt. Maybe get another run across here. LeBlanc is even, if not a step behind first base. Here's the pitch. You do have a little window over at toward the second baseman. That's kind of where you want to push it here. The third baseman, Coltarp, about a step behind third base. So Panola kind of pinching on the corners here. Breaking pitch in there, strike one. 1-1 on Ren Reynolds. Ponies conceding the run up the middle. The pitch. There is the square. Thought about laying one down there. And he pulled back. Lindsay from the stretch now, second and third. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. He waved at a breaking pitch. Ball was in the dirt. Pretty good job by Snell to pick it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, now you just need a quality at bat. Need to try to produce a run here somehow if you're Ren Reynolds. On the ground up the middle will score a run. A fly ball deep enough will score a run. Base hit, double, triple, homer. Those will all score runs. Just need a productive at bat here. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball, just foul. Gartner didn't make that play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball actually kicked onto the live ball area in left field, so you got a pony running down to get it out of that area there. Actually still live, and now it's out of play. Lindsay started the inning with 36 pitches. It's at 56 now. 2-2. Just missed a little bit low. And the count is now full. You got a base open here. And tell you what, not going to kill you if you walk Reynolds, so you're probably going to make him hit a tough pitch here. Here's the 3-2. Boy, that's interference. And catcher interference is going to put Reynolds on. The catcher, Ryan Snell, stood up and reached out for that ball. It seemed to come out of his crouch, and that'll go, I think, as a single. 1-2, catcher interference. Bases loaded, nobody out. And honestly, that doesn't hurt you that much. Now you got a double play in order up the middle. And Tyler Lindweber still looking for his first hit of the day in the 8th spot for Tyler. And now Lindsey going from the windup. Time is called by the catcher. And everybody will reset for a moment. Trey Lindsey from the wind. Off the plate, ball 1. Snell was set up way off the plate there. Actually, that ball was thrown about where he was setting up. Not quite sure. They might have been anticipating a squeeze there. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Kind of a strange-looking swing by Lindweber. Looked like he got fooled. One ball, one strike. Bases loaded, nobody out. We're in the bottom of 4. Just missed low. 2 balls and a strike. Apaches have scored 2 runs in this inning. An RBI single by Mike Schrabb down the right field line. Scored 2 runs. Hood led the inning off with an reaching on an error, a double by Hines, and then the single. Swing and a miss. And the count even, 2-2. So 6th batter of the inning. Still no one out. Golden opportunity here for the Tyler Apaches to open it up a bit here in the 4th. Lindsey from the windup. Little tapper foul, third base side. Zach Gartner will make that play. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Lindweber was 0 for 3 in the opener. And he's 0 for 1 here. Grounded out to third base his last time up. And he asked for time. There's a possibility of being a big moment in the ball game. This is a 7-inning ball game. We're in the bottom of inning number 4. Apaches have struck for 2, and they're looking for more. The 2-2 off the plate. 3-2. Snell was set up way outside again. And Lindsey hit a spot, but I mean, Snell set up so far off the plate, there's no way that's a strike. And it's 3-2. And now you got to come right at him. Or you walk a run in. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, a breaking pitch. And Lindweber is out on strikes. And that's the first strike of the ball game for Trey Lindsey.
Number 3, Alec Williams.
Here's the 9-hitter, Alec Williams. Bases still loaded, only 1 out. And corner, first base is way back. Third base even with the bag. Middle infielders playing about medium depth. Ground ball to short. This could be 2. You flip it, 6 and 4, and no play. So it's going to be another run. Hustling down the line was Alec Williams. And it's 3-0 Apaches. Schrabb scored from third. Vega goes over to third from second. And Ren Reynolds is out on the force play. And Williams hustling down the line got the Apaches another run. So back to the top you go. It's Jacob Johnson. Johnson 1 for 2, singled to right field his first time up. Now you're going to get a visit from the catcher. And you're going to get another visit from, and they're going to make a pitching change here. So we'll let you know who the new Pony pitcher is when we return. 3-0 Apaches, bottom of the fourth. All right, the new pitcher for Panola, 6'1" and 210, right-handed freshman out of Deer Park, Texas, Josiah Castro. Castro takes over for Trey Lindsay. Lindsay ends up throwing 66 pitches, 43 of them for strikes. And Jacob Johnson will step in as the 8th batter of the inning. Apaches have plated 3 runs. They have runners on the corners. Williams at first and Vega at third. Castro from the set position. There goes Williams, throw to second, and got him. Well, I thought he was there. Coach Wren is out there, and he's going to go out and argue the call, but Williams was called out on the caught stealing. I thought he was there easily. I thought he missed the tag, but it's hard to tell from our angle for sure. And that'll end the inning. The Apaches do get 3 runs on 4 hits. And we'll go to the 5th, your new score from Tyler, Texas at Mike Carter Field. The Apaches 3 and the Panola Ponies 0. Well, welcome back to the ballpark. And the Apaches got a new pitcher. 3rd pitcher of the ball game, McCrae Wiest will step in for Tyler Junior College. 6'5", 195 out of Plano Prestonwood Christian. Right-handed freshman. He'll take over here in the top of the 5th inning. And the Apaches now hold a 3-run lead. Remember, this is a 7-inning ball game. So just 3 more innings to go here. And Weiss will be asked to keep things right where they're at. The light's on now. And coming up for Panola, the middle of their lineup, Grayson Coltarp, third baseman, struck out looking his first time up. Look out, little tardy on that fastball, and it's 0-1. .61 now here at the ballpark. Ground ball, again, in on the hands. This is Hines. He'll take it himself at first base, 1 out. A couple of good fastballs that got in on the hands of Coltarp. And there's one away. Here's Rafael LeBlanc. Flew out the left field his first time up, 0 for 1. Tyler, 3 runs on 6 hits. Panola, no runs on just 1 hit. Only hit of the ball game was a single to center by Mateo Beltran. And he waits on deck. Big right-hander, McCray Weiss. Tall, lanky freshman out of Plano, Prestonwood Christian. That is where the region or District C tournament has been, right? Got a nice little ballpark over there. Look out! Well, his fastball is getting by these hitters. Both the hitters have fouled the ball off the other way toward the dugout areas. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Weiss, the windup, the pitch. Another late swing down the third base line by the left-handed batting first baseman, Rafael LeBlanc. And the ball is still in dead ball area. I don't know what Mr. Umpire's. It's not in fair territory, is it? No, he's going to make sure that that ball's not going to be a part of any play before he puts the ball back in play. 1-2. Sounds like I hear the 6:09 right on time outside the ballpark. Now LeBlanc's going to step out. Got a train track right behind right field here at Mike Carter. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, good breaking ball right there. 2 up and 2 down. First strikeout for Weiss. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts for the Apache pitching staff. It's the third pitcher of the game for them. Sestito started the ball game, and it was Ben Wilson and now Weiss. Sestito threw 24 pitches through 2 innings. In the next 2 innings, Wilson threw 31. It's a 1-0 count to Mateo Beltran. He's got the only pony hit so far. This is inside 2-0. Pitch. Yeah, it's going to miss. Here's the 3-0. Ground ball to second. Reynolds scoops it up, throws it over, and there's your inning. A 1-2-3 fifth inning for McCray Weiss. Really nicely done there. They have a lot of great swings off of those pitches. And we'll head to the bottom half of inning number 5. Remember, it's a 7-inning game. 3-0 Apaches. Top of the Apache lineup here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jacob Johnson, Dalton Davis, and Heath Hood scheduled to hit for the Apaches. Josiah Castro, the freshman from Deer Park, back on the hill for the Panola Ponies. He's going to go from the windup. He threw 1 pitch, and Williams got thrown out at second base. First pitch is in there for strike 1. The 0-1. Look out, line shot down into the Panola bullpen area. And here comes that train back behind the ballpark. No balls and 2 strikes to Johnson. He's going to ask for time as Castro is taking a little more time between pitches. Talking to Coach Wren between the ball games, there is actually a 20-second pitch count rule between pitches. Evidently, the third base umpire's got to watch. He's keeping up with that, and he said one of his assistant coaches was at ETBU last night, and there was like almost a dozen pitches that were assigned a ball because they weren't delivered on time. So, trying to speed the college baseball game up. That ball's hit out of the play. Back behind us to our left. It better not have got the Avalon. That sound effect. Fly ball, center field, shallow center, and coming in to make the sliding catch, Cameron Stansberry, and there's 1 out. Nice play out there by Stansberry. Little looping liner off the bat of Johnson, and Stansberry ran in and at the last minute had to slide down and make a catch. Dalton Davis steps in, 1 for 2, single to center in the first inning, grounded out to short to end inning number 3. And the pitch. Called a strike. Apaches with 3 runs on 6 hits. Panola has only mustered up 1 hit so far. Line drive, right field corner, that's fair. Davis will hit first and head for second, and it was misplayed at the fence, and he'll get to third, and it's a triple. Hustling triple there for Dalton Davis. Well, it looked like Matt Absher double clutched at the ball with the ball at the fence, and when Davis saw him do that, he put his head down and took off to third. So now you got a runner 90 feet away with only 1 out for Heath Hood. Second hit of the game for Davis. He's got a single and a triple now. And you show bunt, pull back, ball 1. Might have been a little safety squeeze there. Josiah Castro, the freshman from Deer Park. Now he's going to go from the stretch. He had gone from the windup. He just stepped off, and now will come set. Here's the 1-0. Another square from Hood, and he pulls back. 2-0. Well, the infielders are drawn in right now with a 2-0 count. Panola already trailing 3-0, and they're going to go ahead and put on Heath Hood here, set up the double play. So that's an intentional walk. And you got 1 out. So not a bad move there from the strategy side of thing. Robert Hines doubled to left field his last time up. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Hit a home run earlier today against Arkansas Baptist. The home plate umpires telling press box to keep that music down. There's a bunt attempt, and he missed it. So there was the safety squeeze attempt, and Hines missed the ball. that with the runner at first, you got the right side of that field. All you got to do is keep it away from the pitcher, and you got to run. No balls and a strike. The pitch. Ground ball to third, and now you're going to have a run down here. The ball got away. So an errant throw by Colthorpe at third. They had him dead to rights at the plate, and he threw it in the dirt. So that's going to be an error on third baseman Grayson Colthorpe. Davis was going on contact, and a good throw, and he had been out by 20 feet, but it was a bad throw. And so Heath Hood comes all the way around to third base. Davis scores, and Hines is at first. First and third. Another run is in. It's 4-0. There's the squeeze. First base side. Another run will score. You flip it to first. The tag's made. The throw to third, and can't hold the ball. Good hustle by Robert Hines. He'll slide safely into third base. So a run is scored. That's a squeeze play by Schrabb. He'll get an RBI on the sacrifice. I think it's going to go 3-1 there. He'll get an RBI, his third of the game. And the second run of the inning will score. Hines at third now with 2 away. Vega steps in and takes strike 1. Vega doubled to right field his last time up. His third extra base hit of the day. He had 2 in game 1. Here's the 0-1. That's going to miss high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, 3 runs in the fourth and 2 more here in the fifth. Certainly got the feeling Coach Wren wanted to stay with that squeeze bunt. Another drive to right field, and this one's going to get caught by Absher for the final out. So Vega continues to pound the ball to the other side and drove that ball to right, but was not in the gap this time. But the Apaches get 2 runs on 1 hit. They leave a guy on. And your new score for Mike Carter Field, we go to the 6th inning. This is a 7-inning ball game. 5-0 Tyler. The Apaches have gone to their bullpen for the 3rd time this evening. New pitcher, number 16, Gabe Craig, freshman, 6'5", 190 out of Tyler. Went to Grace here in Tyler. And he'll take over here in the 6th inning. 5-0 Apaches. 8-9-1. Cameron Stansberry to lead it off. First pitch off the plate. And Craig stumbled as he threw that first pitch. It's 1-0. Fly ball, right field. Williams has got room. He comes in and makes the running catch for out number 1. Well, what a nice job is the Apache pitchers. This is the 4th pitcher of the ball game. They've only given up 1 hit. And that was Mateo Beltran, who led off the 3rd with a single up the middle. And got a pinch hitter here for the Ponies. Tristan Jameson, listed as a freshman, is going to pinch hit for Ryan Snell. And we'll see if Jameson is a catcher by trade or whether they bring someone else in behind the plate. 1 out, nobody aboard. Coach Shelton looking for some offense. He's only got 1 hit in the ball game. Nice job by Sestito, Wilson, Wiest, and now Craig. Only 1 hit. Bunch of zeros on the board. First pitch outside, gets away from Schrabb for ball 1. Apaches have 5 runs on 7 hits. In there for a strike. Apaches trying to win their 3rd game in a row after opening the season at 0-3. They were to hold on here. Back to 500. Look out. Line shot into the bullpen area. One and 2. 1 out, nobody aboard. Top of the 6th of a 7-inning ball game. Gabe Craig, lanky right-hander from right here in Tyler. .65 and 190. Both of the last 2 pitchers have been 6'5". 2 balls, 2 strikes on the pinch hitter Tristan Jameson. Little tapper, tough play here, and you bobbled it, and you got no shot. I don't know. It's an infield single. I would give him a single. I don't know if he had a shot at it, even if he got it out of his glove. So Jameson gets on board as a pinch hitter, and back to the top we go. Josh Bartolacci, the shortstop, 0 for 2. Flew out to left, grounded out to short. So Panola desperately trying to creep back into this ball game. They're down to their last 5 outs. We're in the 6th inning of a 7-inning ball game. Swing and a miss. 1 strike on Bartolacci. Panola 2-2 on the year. Both these clubs with 2-game winning streaks coming into tonight's ball game. Pop up right side. That's going to get out of play into the bleachers. And 1 hops and over the fence out of here. Well, there's old Eddie McGuire. Old Doc down there. Brought his own chair to sit down. Right outside the first base dugout. 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice job by Schrabb behind the plate. Good breaking pitch, and Bartolacci is a strikeout victim. It's going to be strikeout number 7 for the pitching staff of Tyler. First strikeout of the night for Gabe Craig. Now you got Cameron Pradia stepping in. He's walked twice tonight. Just his 3rd at bat. Line shot into center field, base hit. So a couple of hits in the inning, and Ponies trying to make a little noise here. but you got 2 outs.
Number 11,
Here's Matt Absher.
Absher.
Well hit ball off the bat of Pradia. 5-0 Apaches, top of the 6th inning. Panola with a 2-out rally here. First pitch. It's going to miss high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Absher at the plate. Gabe Craig from the set. Pitch. Just missed inside. And it's 2-0. Well, you got to be careful here. Absher going to get something pretty good to swing at. Easton Parrish, the DH, on deck. Panola's offense has been kept in check so far in this one. They scored 12 against Arkansas Baptist in their opener today, the middle game of this 3-game trifecta here at Mike Carter. And we got another train coming in here in a moment. Here's the 2-0. Fouled off to the right side, out of play. And that's now 2-1. Two outs, 2 aboard for Panola. They're trying to break the shutout. 5-0 Apaches with a 2-1 count here in the top of the 6th. The pitch. Another foul ball, and that'll even it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good fastballs from Craig have gotten by Absher here the last 2 pitches. Well, got some hoodies and some blankets out now at the ballpark. It's a cold 60 degrees here in Tyler. Breaking pitch misses low. Runners will be off with the pitch. And this will count as a visit right here. Every time the catcher goes to the mound, it has to be documented by the umpire. Yeah, temperature's 61 now, but boy, it feels chillier than that. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will be going with the pitch here. Matt Absher at the plate. Gabe Craig on the mound. On the top of the 6th, the pitch. Ground ball left side. And this is caught and nicely done over there at third by Dalton Davis to end the threat. High chopper. Davis had to come running in, and he made a nice play on it. And despite the 2 base runners, the Apaches put another 0 on the board here in the top of the 6th. They're 3 outs from their 3rd win in a row. They lead it 5-0. Back in a minute. It's 7-8-9 for the Apaches. Welcome back to Mike Carter Field. We're in Tyler, Texas. Game 3 of a triple header today between Tyler, Arkansas Baptist, and Panola. Game 1, it was a Tyler win, 5-0. Game 2, a 12-3 Panola win over Arkansas Baptist. And the nightcap, Tyler, Panola. Apaches lead at 5-0. New pitcher is Jackson Danley. 5'10", 180 from Colmasneal. First pitch misses for ball 1. And he is a freshman. This is Ren Reynolds now for the 3rd time. 1 for 2. Reached on an error and had a little infield catcher interference last time up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on and nobody out. We're in the top or bottom of the 6th inning of a 7-inning ball game. All 3 games today here at Mike Carter have been 7-inning games. Ground ball to short. This is Bartolacci. He'll throw across. 1 out. So 1 up and 1 down. Here's Tyler Linweber.
Number 1, Tyler Linweber.
First pitch called a strike. 0-1 on the Apache shortstop. 0 for 2. He's grounded out to 3rd, struck out swinging. We're at the 8th spot in the Tyler lineup. It's off the plate. And Weber was 0 for 3 in the opener, looking for his first hit of the day. You know, we've had a bunch of Little Leaguers at the ballpark. Look out. Tardy on that one. Where are the Little Leaguers from? We have a list over there. Name of their team. You can send that down here. I'll read it off. Got a bunch of Little Leaguers in uniform at the ballpark. Really fun to watch them watch the game. The Mineola Bombers, a 7U baseball team. So welcome the Mineola Bombers to the ballpark. They're just running around like it's a big league game. Just got their gloves on, their uniforms on, and running in a pack down there. 1-2 pitch. Off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a 6:37 right on time. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. First baseman smothers it. This is LeBlanc. He'll flip it over to Donnelly for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th inning. Alec Williams, the 9-hitter. Still looking for his first base knock of the day. 0 for 3 in the opener, is 0 for 2 here in this one. Flew out to right field back in the 3rd inning and ended the 4th inning by grounding out to short. Apache with 5 runs and 7 hits. Panola no runs on just 3 hits. First pitch in there, strike 1. Well, weather permitting, we'll be back out here Wednesday for a noon doubleheader. Look out, another tardy swing there. And it's 0-2. The Mountain View Lions come to town. A 2 7-inning ball game starting at noon. We're not supposed to have great weather all week here, so stay tuned for that. Look out. We would be on the air at about 11:45 if that game goes through as scheduled. stay close to the Tyler Apache website, apacheathletics.com. Normally on those weather days, they will post something on the main message board at apacheathletics.com. Another foul ball. That's going to clear the Avalon. Back behind us to our left. Got a nice dent in the back of my trunk about 2 years ago. Ever since, I've been kind of wary of these lefties that foul it off that way. 0-2 on Williams, the pitch. Look out, a little chin music there. Right up under the chin of Alec Williams. Jackson Danley, the freshman out of Colemasneal. Trying to keep things right where they're at. The 1-2 pitch, that's going to be low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Winding up triple header day at the ballpark. Three-way triple header between Tyler, Arkansas Baptist, and Panola today. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. That's going to get toward the Rose Garden. Rose Garden right behind us here to our left. Rose Football Stadium off to our right. And Harvey Convention Center back behind us. On the Mike Carter Field, part of the Rose City Complex here. Actually, the fairgrounds, the East Texas Fair, takes place right on this property. Two balls, 2 strikes from the stretch. This is Jackson Donnelly, the pitch. High chopper. Colthorpe at third. Got to get rid of it quick. I thought he was there either way. I don't know how we're going to score. What do you think? Hit? Yeah, I thought he was going to leg that out. Alec Williams got pretty good speed. Gets down that baseline quickly, and that was a very high chopper. Grayson Colthorpe had to wait, and by the time he got that ball in his glove, he had to hurry himself, and that throw got away past the first baseman, Raphael LeBlanc, and I think that probably a pretty good chance Williams would have beat it out either way, so that'll be his first hit of the day. And back to the top we go, and Jacob Johnson. Apache's trying to add a little insurance here to a 5-0 lead. Wind up high, ball 1. Snap throw over, and Williams stepping a dive. He's safe. Well, the Ponies start conference play here about 3 weeks down the road. They'll open up conference play against Navarro on the 27th of February. They play 3-game conference series. And I'm trying to see. They come back to Mike Carter on April 6th. 12 o'clock game on that day. And then the Apaches go to Carthage on the 29th. So 2 games in April with these 2 teams. They will play a home-and-home series, both games in the month of April. Fly ball out of play down the left field side. Look out. Those little bombers are running down there. The pack of Little League ball players were running down that Panola bullpen area. Did I just hear a bus start? I'll just tell you, I'm not a big fan of that as a coach. I know they got to. I'd rather wait till the game's over. Just sends a message that we're getting ready to go home. 5-0. Fly ball out of play left side. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Johnson. Johnson is 1 for 3 in the ball game. And single to right back in the 3rd inning. So after tonight, Panola will travel to Mississippi next Friday for a doubleheader against Hines Community College. The 2-2 pitch. Little chopper foul. Jackson Danley working here in the 6th inning for Panola. His first inning of work. Trey Lindsay started the ball game, got into the 5th inning, pitched 4 2/3. Then it was Josiah Castro, and now it's Jackson Danley. Apaches have used 4 pitchers. Sestito, Wilson, Wiest, and Craig was the last one. I don't know if we're going to get someone different in the 7th. Somebody's down there standing on the mound. Step and a dive over at first, and Williams back safely. A little closer on that pickoff. Actually, you got 2 guys down there. One of them's throwing. Here's the pitch. Runner going, and did that ball hit Johnson? Umpire called time. The hands went up. Yeah, they're questioning from the dugout what the call is. I would too. I mean, his hands went up for a dead ball. Oh, they're just giving him balls. Why did his hands go up? I don't understand that. If it was a foul ball, that runner has got to go back. If it went off of Johnson, he's down to first. Mr. Umpire threw his hands up, and when you throw your hands up like that, it's a dead ball sign. That would not allow Williams to go to second, so something was amiss there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Johnson. The ball's well hit left center. This could be trouble. But it's going to hang up long enough for Cameron Proudia to put the glove on it. And that'll end the 6th inning. The Apaches have a 5-0 lead as we go to the 7th. We'll be back. Panola needs 5 to tie, 6 to take the lead. Back in a minute. You're watching Tyler Baseball on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, the Apaches have a new pitcher now. And the new pitcher is freshman from College Station, 6'1", 200, Zach Williams. And he'll come on. His job is to get 3 outs. This is not a save opportunity for Williams. Right now.
Now batting number 19, Easton Parrish.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if maybe Ben Wilson is the pitcher of record here. Wilson would be in line for the win for the Apaches, I believe. And it would be Lindsay on the hook for the loss for the Ponies. First pitch in there, strike 1. This is Easton Parrish for the 3rd time. Struck out swinging, grounded out to the pitcher. Zach Williams from the set position, the 0-1. Misses inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-8-0 for the Apaches. 0-3-4 for the Ponies from Panola College. Boy, Tardy on the fastball, got in on the hands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Williams is the 5th Apache pitcher tonight. The 1-2. Line shot foul down the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out. We're in the top of the 7th of a 7-inning ball game. Williams, the 1-2. Another foul ball off the net. That somehow snuck through the top of the net and into the seating area, just behind the on-deck area. So, got to be heads up down there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on and nobody out. This swing and a miss struck him out. Good off-speed pitch there. The 8th strikeout of the night for Tyler pitching. First strikeout for Zach Williams. 1 away. Grayson Coulthard, 0 for 2. Struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. And grounded out to Robert Hines at first base in the 5th. First pitch low and away, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Just missed low, not by much. Williams wanted that one. Kind of glared in towards home plate after the call. Well, we're still under the 2-hour mark here. Games have moved right along all day long. That's off the plate. And again, Williams kind of tilting his head, wanting the call. The Apaches defeated Arkansas Baptist 5-0 in an hour and 46 minutes. And it was about the same time that Panola took care of business 12-3 in the middle game. So we're way early here. This game was supposed to start at 6 o'clock. We started at 5:02. And we're still shy of 7 o'clock. There's a walk now to Courthorpe. First walk for Zach Williams and the 3rd walk of the night for Tyler pitching. Done a good job of keeping the Ponies off the base pass. Rafael LeBlanc for the 3rd time. Flew out to left, and now the strike zone has disappeared. One and 0 to LeBlanc, the first baseman. 0 for 2 tonight. Fly out to left and a strikeout. There's a strike. It's beginning to wonder if Mr. Umpire's right arm was injured. LeBlanc, a pretty good sized guy from the left side of the plate. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away, and some uncertainty over at first by Coulthorpe keeps him there. Ball kind of got lost in the shuffle under Schrabb's feet, and really got by the umpire's feet. By the time anyone could figure it out, Coulthorpe could not quite pull the trigger. And when you're down 5-0 with 1 out in the 7th of a 7-inning game, you really don't take a lot of chances on the bases. So time called now by LeBlanc. He got something in his eye. He'll step back in with a 1-2 count. Zach Williams, the freshman from College Station. Here's the pitch. That's fouled out of play down the left field line. Count remains 1-2. And running short on baseballs. Williams toeing the rubber. Colthorpe at first with one out. Here's the pitch. And ball got out of the glove. And for whatever reason, Schrabb having a little tough time catching the ball. Last couple pitches. Struggling to catch it cleanly. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch from Williams. Another foul ball. Out of play on the left side. Into that maintenance area for Tyler Rosegarden. I wonder what they do on Monday morning. Go out with a bucket and just pick up baseballs. There's got to be a bunch of them over there. 2-2 pitch. That's low. And boy, Mike Schrabb is earning his keep here in this last inning. Haven't had that much work the whole game. Three balls, 2 strikes. We still got some ball to play here. Panola very capable. Bashed it around the ballpark against Arkansas Baptist. Chopper foul. And Grant Friel will not make the play. Count remains 3-2 on Raphael LeBlanc. The next pitch. Ground ball to second. This is Reynolds. Flips to second for 1 and no time to get the relay. So there's 2 outs. 4-6 on the putout. Colthorpe out at second base. And now the Ponies down to their last out. Mateo Beltran. He's got one of the Ponies' 3 hits tonight. What a great job by the Apache pitching staff. All 5 of them. Scattered 3 hits. And they're trying to get a shutout here for the second time today. A couple of 5-0 wins would put them on a 3-game winning streak and back at 500. First pitch misses. It's 1-0 to Beltran. Pitch from Williams catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Fouled out of play. Now you're down to your last strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away here in the 7th inning. Playing 7 here. All 3 games today in this triple-header have been 7-inning affairs. Apache's trying to put together the 3-game winning streak. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. There's your ball game. And Mateo Beltran did not like the call, but that'll do it. A 0 on the board and nothing but zeros across. Final line score for Panola, no runs on just 3 hits. They do commit 4 errors in the ball game. The Apaches 5 runs on 8 hits. They do not commit any errors. And so the Apaches able to string together 3 wins in a row after going 0-3 last weekend. This weekend they're able to take 2 from Arkansas Baptist, 14-1 yesterday and 5-0 in the opener today. Panola took care of business in the middle game, 12-3 against Arkansas Baptist. And then now in the nightcap, the Apaches actually put 2 wins together, both of them by the score of 5-0. Let's go back and recap the scoring just a minute. See, for the Apaches, we had zeros across the board until the bottom of the 4th inning. Heath Hood reached on an error by the 3rd baseman, Grayson Colthorpe. A double by Hines. A 2-run single by Mike Schrabb made it 2-0 Apaches. A double by Vega. a single, or actually catcher's interference on Reynolds. And the Apaches end up putting 3 runs on the board in the 4th inning. They turned around and added 2 more in the 5th. Johnson lined out to lead off the inning. A triple by Dalton Davis. Intentional walk to Hood. And another error by the third baseman opened up the door for a couple of runs. A squeeze bunt by Mike Schrabb gave him his 3rd RBI of the ball game. 3 of the 5 runs came via Mike Schrabb. So what a nice job for him today in this ball game. And so your final line score, Panola, no runs on 3 hits and 4 errors. And some of them were really costly. The Apaches 5 runs on 8 hits and no errors. Let's pull up the box score and see if we can give you some stars of the ball game. And this win will take the Apaches' overall record to 3-3. The winning pitcher, I believe, will be Ben Wilson, and he would go to 1-0. And the losing pitcher, I think it's going to be the starter, Trey Lindsay, and he would go to 0-1. Not 100% on that, but Panola's stats aren't readily available right now. So for Panola, they were only able to muster up 3 hits. Pradia had a single. Beltran had a single, and pinch hitter Tristan Jamison had a single. That was it. What a great job by Nick Sestitio, Ben Wilson, McCrae Weist, Gabe Craig, and Zach Williams scattering just 3 hits and throwing the shutout. And so an awesome job by the Apache pitching staff all day today. They actually threw 2 shutouts, and actually both of them were 3-hit shutouts. They did get a little help as 4 errors from the Ponies. On the offensive side of things, Heath Hood 2 for 3, a couple of runs scored. Dalton Davis 1 for 3, 2 for 3 with a run scored. Michael Schrabb 1 for 2, a run scored, and 3 RBI for Schrabb, and he just continues to help the cause offensively. On the pitching side of things, for Tyler Junior College, Nick Sestito, 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. For Ben Wilson, he struck out 3 and walked 1. McCrae Weiss came in, struck out 1, did not walk anyone. Gabe Craig struck a batter out, didn't walk anybody. And Zach Williams struck out 2, walked 1. So the Apache pitchers tonight struck out 9 Panola Ponies, only walked 3, so that's good news there. The even better news is they gave up 0 runs on only 3 hits. So really nice job by the Apache pitchers tonight. And again, they will run their overall record to 3-3. And Panola, by losing this game, will drop a game below 500 at 2-3. The next game for the Ponies will be at Hines Community College in Mississippi Friday. Friday is Valentine's Day, so you better go buy your flowers or start ordering your flowers for your sweethearts here this next Friday, as that's coming up pretty quick. The Apaches' next ball game will be Wednesday right here in the friendly confines of Mike Carter Field, a 12 o'clock doubleheader against the Mountain View Lions. They're in the Dallas Metroplex area in the Metro Athletic Conference. They'll come over for a non-conference game on Wednesday, weather permitting. So I would encourage all the Apache fans to keep an eye on the website for details on whether weather alters the start time or even the game itself. So that'll wrap things up for a triple header day here at the ballpark. The Apaches are able to get 2 5-0 victories. The first game was a victory over the Arkansas Baptist Buffaloes earlier today, and then just a moment ago they wrapped up a doubleheader sweep, if you will, against the Panola Ponies by an equal score of 5-0. So that'll wrap things up from Mike Carter Field here in Tyler, Texas, on a really nice day for baseball. A little bit cool as the day wrapped up as the sun dropped, but for the whole athletic department at Tyler Junior College, that would include Mr. Kevin Vest, the athletic director, Captain Chuck Smith, associate athletic director, Miss Kelsey Weeks, the assistant athletic director, administrative assistant Miss Sherry Hardwood, Ed Atkins, the whole crew up here in the press box. Big thank you to them as they kept me on my P's and Q's up here throughout the day, keeping the scoreboard, doing the PA, and on the iScore. Appreciate all their help up here today as well. This is Dr. John Groth. Until Wednesday at about 11:45, thanks for watching. Thanks be to God who gives us the victory through Jesus Christ our Lord. So long, everybody.